Embarkation day can make or break your entire cruise vacation, but there's one critical mistake that causes 15% of cruise passengers to miss their sailing entirely. You've planned for months, paid thousands, and traveled hundreds of miles only to watch your dream ship leave without you. But here's what cruise lines don't want you to know. Most embarkation disasters are completely preventable with proper preparation. The difference between boarding smoothly versus enduring hours of stress comes down to avoiding predictable mistakes that trap unprepared passengers. We're counting down the 10 worst embarkation day mistakes every cruiser must avoid. And number 1 has left families stranded at ports worldwide. Stay until the end, because understanding these mistakes will transform your boarding experience from nightmare into smooth sailing. Mistake 10. Arriving without buffer time. The timing disaster. The points guy warns. Always plan to arrive at your embarkation city a day early. Many cruise passengers never consider what will happen if their flight is delayed or they hit traffic on the way to the port, until it happens to them. Thousands of passengers miss sailings every year because they cut timing too close. Flight delays, traffic jams, weather problems, or transportation issues can derail perfectly planned schedules. Cruise ships operate on strict departure times, regardless of passenger delays. The psychology behind this mistake is overconfidence in travel timing. Passengers assume everything will work perfectly, but travel involves multiple failure points that compound into missed sailings. If you're traveling from out of town, we highly recommend arriving at the port city the day before. This eliminates any stress about flight delays, traffic, or other mishaps that could make you late on embarkation day. You wouldn't want the ship to leave without you. Prevention strategy. Arrive at your port city the day before sailing. Book flights that land by noon the day before departure. Build buffer time for ground transportation to accommodate unexpected delays. But even arriving early won't help if you make this next documentation mistake. Mistake 9. Packing documents and checked luggage. The access crisis. When you are packing up your stateroom, do not put your information travel documents, that is, passports, boarding passes, car keys, and cruise card, in your luggage. Passengers regularly pack passports, boarding passes, or other essential documents in checked luggage, making them inaccessible during the boarding process. This creates panic and potential boarding delays when documents can't be retrieved. Don't forget leave your and your companions' IDs and visa, if required, in the hold luggage. Showing ID and visa, if required, at the check-in is mandatory. The logistics of cruise embarkation require multiple document checks throughout the process. Without immediate access, you'll be stuck in lines unable to proceed while your luggage sits inaccessibly in the ship's hold. Essential rule. Keep all travel documents, medications, cruise cards, and car keys in your carry-on bag. Never pack essential documents in checked luggage that disappears for hours during embarkation. The next mistake involves a seemingly innocent scheduling choice. Mistake 8. Ignoring arrival time windows. The priority confusion. When completing online check-in, guests must select a terminal arrival appointment that works best with their plans. For a better embarkation experience, guests are asked to adhere to that arrival time. We will not be able to accommodate guests who show up earlier than their selected window. Many passengers assume arriving early always means faster boarding, but cruise lines now enforce strict arrival windows to manage terminal crowding. Arriving too early can actually slow your boarding process. The misconception stems from airport thinking where early arrival is always better. Cruise terminals operate differently, with scheduled processing times that optimize passenger flow and reduce congestion. Timing strategy. Select realistic arrival windows during online check-in. Arrive within your scheduled window, not hours early. Understand that priority boarding has specific timing requirements, but even perfect timing fails if you neglect this critical preparation step. Mistake 7. Skipping online check-in. The terminal time trap. Passengers who skip online check-in face dramatically longer terminal processing times and miss opportunities for cabin upgrades or specialty restaurant reservations. Online check-in opens crucial boarding advantages that can't be replicated at the terminal. All e-docs will be available up to 21 days prior to departure, provided full payment has been received and online check-in has been completed. The terminal processing difference is substantial. Online check-in passengers complete boarding in minutes, while unprepared passengers spend hours in lines completing paperwork that should have been done in advance. Preparation advantage. Complete online check-in as soon as it opens. Print boarding documents at home. Upload photos and complete health screenings before arrival. The next mistake creates immediate boarding chaos. Mistake 6. Forgetting luggage tags. The identification nightmare. Please attach a tag to each piece of luggage you will be checking on the cruise. There is a space on the tag for you to print the following information: name, stateroom number, and sailing date. Please note, for security reasons, baggage without tags or owner identification may not be loaded. All bags must be labeled with the luggage tag you will find in the cruise ticket beforehand with your name and surname, the name of the ship, the cabin number, and the date and port of departure. Untagged luggage creates security concerns and logistics nightmares. Port staff refuse to load unmarked bags, leaving passengers scrambling to obtain tags at terminals while dealing with long lines and stressed personnel. If you forgot your luggage tags at home, ship luggage tags are available from our porters at the pier on the day of boarding, but to avoid any day of boarding delays, we recommend that you secure your luggage tags before leaving home. Tagging protocol. Print and attach luggage tags before leaving home. Include complete information on every bag. Bring backup tags in case originals are damaged during transport. But proper tagging won't help if you pack the wrong items. Mistake 5. Bringing prohibited items. The security delay disaster. It might seem obvious, but do not attempt to bring banned items on board. You might think you can sneak an extra bottle of alcohol in your checked bag, but all checked bags, as well as carry-on luggage on cruise ships, are scanned. Security screening discovers prohibited items regularly, creating delays while passengers argue with security personnel about items they knew were forbidden. This wastes time and creates negative interactions before your vacation even begins. The temptation to sneak items stems from underestimating cruise security protocols. Every bag gets scanned, and attempting to circumvent rules only creates embarrassing confrontations and potential boarding denial. Security compliance. Research prohibited items before packing. Don't attempt to hide forbidden items. Pack only approved quantities of alcohol and follow all cruise line policies. The next mistake shows complete misunderstanding of cruise logistics. Mistake 4. Overpacking day bags. The carry-on catastrophe. Always remember to keep your medication, keys, valuables, electronics, jewelry, and travel documents, including passports, with you. In addition, a smart game plan is to pack a day bag with a swimsuit, sunscreen, sandals, or flip-flops, and a change of clothes so you can enjoy the ship's amenities. Passengers often pack excessive items in carry-on bags, making them unwieldy during the boarding process. Day bags should contain only essentials needed before cabin access, not everything you might want during embarkation day. The overpacking mistake stems from anxiety about luggage delivery timing, but bringing everything in carry-on creates more problems than it solves, making navigation through terminals and security checkpoints unnecessarily difficult. Smart packing. Limit day bags to absolute essentials. Pack one change of clothes and swimwear. Keep valuable items and documents secure but accessible. Here's where most people forget that hitting subscribe helps other cruisers avoid these costly mistakes. That simple click shares this knowledge with travelers planning their own embarkation experiences. But even perfect packing fails if you ignore this dining mistake. Mistake 3. Missing specialty restaurant reservations. The dining disappointment. Passengers who don't make specialty restaurant reservations during embarkation day miss prime dining slots that sell out within hours of boarding. Popular restaurants and chef's tables often have limited availability that disappears quickly. The misconception involves thinking reservations can wait until after settling into cabins. But experienced cruisers know that dining reservations should be among the first priorities immediately after boarding, not something to handle later. Dining strategy. Head to specialty restaurant reservation desks immediately after cabin key pickup. Book multiple restaurants early in your cruise. Consider dining packages that guarantee access to popular venues. The next mistake affects your entire cruise social experience. Mistake 2. Skipping embarkation day activities. The opportunity loss. Many passengers rush to cabins and ignore embarkation day activities like sail-away parties, ship tours, or orientation sessions. These events provide crucial information and social opportunities that enhance the entire cruise experience. The rush-to-cabin mentality misses valuable opportunities to orient yourself with ship layouts, meet fellow passengers, and participate in activities that create lasting cruise memories. First impressions matter, and embarkation day sets the tone for your entire vacation. Activity participation. Join sail-away celebrations and ship orientation tours. Participate in embarkation day social events. Use this time to familiarize yourself with ship amenities and locations. Now for the mistake that has left thousands of families watching their cruise ships sail away. Mistake 1. The flight connection gamble, the ultimate cruise catastrophe. The deadliest embarkation mistake is booking flights that arrive on sailing day without adequate buffer time. Weather delays, mechanical issues, missed connections, or air traffic delays can destroy months of planning and thousands of dollars in non-refundable cruise costs. Cruise ships operate on international schedules with strict departure times. They cannot delay sailing for late passengers because doing so affects port authorities, pilot schedules, and subsequent port calls throughout the itinerary. The psychology behind this mistake involves underestimating travel complexity and overestimating airline reliability. Passengers assume their direct flight or plenty of time will work perfectly, but experienced travelers know that multiple failure points exist in any travel plan. The financial devastation extends beyond lost cruise costs. Emergency flights to meet ships at the next port often cost thousands, assuming space is available. Travel insurance rarely covers poor planning decisions, leaving families financially devastated. Ultimate protection: never fly on sailing day unless absolutely unavoidable. Arrive at your embarkation port the day before sailing. Book morning flights with afternoon backups if same-day arrival is necessary. Embarkation day mastery. These mistakes aren't random occurrences. They're predictable problems that destroy cruise vacations for thousands of passengers annually. Cruise lines profit from your desperation through expensive last-minute solutions, emergency rebooking fees, and missed vacation compensation. But knowledge transforms embarkation day from stressful ordeal into smooth transition to vacation mode. Every mistake on this list is completely preventable with proper preparation and understanding of cruise logistics. The difference between embarkation disaster and success comes down to respecting the complexity of cruise operations while preparing systematically for predictable challenges. Cruise lines optimize their processes for efficiency, not passenger convenience. Type smooth sailing in the comments if these insights changed your embarkation planning approach. That tells us you're serious about cruise preparation, and we'll create more content about beating cruise industry systems designed to profit from passenger mistakes. Embarkation day sets the tone for your entire cruise experience. Starting smoothly creates positive momentum that enhances every aspect of your vacation, while starting poorly can ruin even the best planned cruise. Subscribe for more cruise industry insights that help you navigate complex systems designed to maximize cruise line profits while ensuring your vacation succeeds despite industry obstacles.